and a tabulation form is descriptive. Inferential statistics allow you to make predictions and inferences from the data. With inferential statistics, you take data from samples and make generalizations about a population. We can generalize it because collected data. I collect data to whole Pakistan about the mass media users females, and then on the base of the collected data analysis, we will make the inferences. There is the high level of extrovertedness and type of the extroversion personality in mass media users of new generation females, and their consciousness is higher. Personality of the mass media users, females personality is conscious and agreeable and less neuroticism, but non-user of mass media are introverted and neurotic personality, and this with the help of a table and percentage I represent with the inferences I predict and represent mass media users females personality characteristics or personality types are extroversion, consciousness, and agreeableness. This is the inferential strategy. For one more example, you might stand in a mall and ask a sample of 100 people they like shopping at Al Jannat. You could make a bar chart for yes no answer that would be a descriptive statistic, and you could use your research and inferential strategy to reason that around 70 to 80% of the population, all shoppers in all malls, like shopping at Al Jannat. When I represent and explain the inferences and conclusions with the help of a statistical numbers and figures, this is the inferential statistic. Not use tabulation form, not summarize, not describe, but explain the study phenomena in a numerical form is inferential study. There are two main areas of inferential statistics: estimating parameters. This means asking a statistic for your sample data, for example, sample mean, and using to say something about a population parameter, population mean. Just and above 70 and 80% of a population like to shoppings from Al Jannat shopping mall is the parameters, population mean. Descriptive hypothesis testing. This is where you can use sample test to answer research questions. For example, you might be interested in knowing if a new cancer drug is effective if breast help children perform better in school. Let's say you have some sample data about potential new cancer drugs. You could use descriptive statistics to describe your sample, including sample mean, sample standard deviation, making a bar chart and a box plot. Describe the shape of the sample probability description. Statistic in psychology, and subject is statistic in psychology and importance of a statistic in psychology. Psychology is important for organizing, summarizing, graphical representation, analyzing, and quantifying of the data. We organize data with the help of a statistic in psychology. I collect a large number of data to how Pakistan, all provinces of the Pakistan, and collected data I organize according to different participants variable or demographic variable and types of the personality of mass media user and non-mass media users are female, and then with the help of a statistic I can organize very easily a large collected data. Facilitate statistic in organizing the large number of separated data in the form of a organization, and which is very easy for keeping and receiving and retrieving. Summarizing. Importance of a statistic in a psychology subject is in a perspective of summarization. We can summarize large number of data in short wordings and in short form as a short summary we can make with the help of different statistical ways and methods and techniques. I will use the different statistical technique and will make the analysis and can present my analysis, my consequences and results of the collected whole Pakistan population on mass media user and mass media non-user niche generation in the form of a summary. And graphical representation, this is one of the best way to represent our collected data and to represent our research collected data consequences and results. This is very easiest to comprehend within the seconds and minutes. With the help of different graphs, astrograph, bar graph, pie chart, different types of the graph we can use for representing our data. And it is very easiest to perceive, comprehend, understand and retrieve. I as well help in retrieving. Just for example, if we are watching the cricket match on a television and there is the graphical representations of the scores of players, we can very easily comprehend and we can very easily read how much the total of Pakistan and what is the individually scores of the different players. And bowlers' performance as well can very easily comprehend with the help of the graph as compared to tabulation method. Is in table form they is the representing their different scores and their bowlers' performance, and we cannot easily perceive and comprehend and understand and retrieve. But with the help of the graphs, there is the graphical representation we can easily comprehend and we understand, perceive and retrieve. And this is the benefit and importance of the statistic we use in psychology for our large collected data of psychology for different characteristic attributes, psychological attributes of the participants or clients, and in researches we represent our results in demographical form. Now, quantifying. Statistic is the branch of applied mathematics. This helps in psychology to quantify our data. There is two types of the data: qualitative data and quantitative data. Quantitative in numerical form, in numerical figures, and qualitative data in the form of the statements and words and pictures and wordings. And this we can very easily quantify in the form of numbers with the help of a statistic. If I collect some sort of the data to using unambiguous pictures to my target population or participants with the help of a arithmetic appreciation test, unambiguous pictures. And now I will make the analysis and interpretation of these pictures. Give the pictures and they write the stories, and on the base of the stories analysis interpretation, I will make the themes, codes, and sub themes, and then while quantify all these analysis, whatever is the results and consequences will be quantified with the help of a statistic. In Excel sheet, very easily I can make the codings on the base of subject matter of the story, content, and open coding, then Excel coding on the similarity of the open codes, and then on the similarity of the open codes Excel codes, and on the Excel codes make the themes and factors, and then number of how much time of the numbers this theme sub theme factor and open code Excel codes I read and come in my reading many times in the stories writing by my participants will be easily quantified with the help of a statistic, and with the help of a statistic we can quantify data, make analysis very easily by different statistics applying of the parametric and non-parametric statistical technique can use and can make the analysis of our collected data, our research or our experiment, and this can be reliable, valid and authentic. When we use the statistical technique for making the analysis, there is a high chance of the chance of the accuracy and a high level of the generalizability when we generalize our consequences and results and product in the community. Just for example, we develop a test, and test we apply different statistical technique for making the analysis, item difficulty, different types of reliabilities, factor analysis. Then when we will apply again this test on the required population and community, we will get the same results, and this will be the generalized, will be mere the subject matter and purpose of the development of the test. So statistics help us in best way analyzing and reliable and valid way, and they provide ways and techniques for making the statistical analysis, and also help us in accepting and rejecting of the hypothesis. Based on the statistical analysis, we accept and reject the hypothesis. And there is also statistical analysis help us to identifying the measurement errors in our researches, in our experiment. If there is any measurement error, measurement error by when I conduct my research and there is a measurement error, statistical analysis can identify it, and then I correct it and modified my research and experiment. That's why I generalize and apply on the community, and then be criticized by experts and scientists. Then statistical analysis find out the measurement errors and help us for making the reliable and valid conclusions, results and analysis, which encourage the generalizability of our products, our tests, statistical test, just as achievement test, we will develop now inshallah, and as well our researches, findings and consequences.